Before the siege engine, before the legion, there was the thunder on the sand, a sound that announced the coming of the gods. It was the Pharaoh's chosen weapon, a two-wheeled storm moving at 40 miles an hour. But this weapon was nothing without its engine, and its engine was not a machine. It was a heart that beat with absolute, terrifying loyalty. This is the story of Nakht, the Charioteer, a warrior whose life was fused with his mount, Amun's fire. In the New Kingdom, the chariot corps was the aristocracy of war. These horses were not merely beasts of burden. They were sacred gifts, their bloodlines tracing back to captured stock from the hated Hyksos. The chariot itself was a marvel. Light ash wood, leather decking, carrying 2 men, the bowman and the driver. But the foundation was the horse. Bred in the rich fields of the Nile Delta, they were chosen for spirit, speed, and intelligence. Pharaohs themselves documented their prize studs. Their training was an oath delivered in horseflesh. Every charioteer was taught from a young age that the horse was his brother, his protection, and his only path home. Imagine being there. The endless, brutal sun. The smell of hot leather, horse sweat, and fear. Nakht's hands blistered from the reins, learning to drive with his weight, his voice, his soul. The training was designed to break fear. The horses were forced past shouting men and swinging bronze. Amun's fire learned to charge not with panic, but with focused, devastating discipline. The final lesson: when the battle breaks, do not stop. Move, turn, kill, survive. The day is Kadesh. Rameses the Great faces the Hittite Empire. Nakht's division is overwhelmed. The Hittite chariots, heavier, slower, try to box them in. The dust is a storm of bronze and blood. Nakht's bowman is struck. He's alone. Amun's fire is his world. He guides the horse through a murderous wall of infantry, dodging spears and maces. The horse takes a sickening blow to the flank. The flank wound is deep. But the horse does not break formation. It feels its driver's fear, but it answers the call of his loyalty. It charges harder, pushing past the pain. The two are one organism, Nakht using his shield to cover the wound, Amun's fire plunging headlong into the enemy. The bond saves the day. It is not strategy. It is the unbreakable trust forged in the desert sun. Nakht makes it back to the Egyptian lines, collapsing next to his bleeding horse. They are both wounded. They both lived, but only one of them will make it to the healer. Nakht recovered. Amun's fire did not. For the horse, the battle ended not in glory, but in a final quiet service. The charioteer would be given a new horse, a new weapon, but a bond like that is never replaced. The chariot eventually faded, replaced by heavier cavalry and massed infantry. The sacred horse, the engine of the Egyptian empire, became a ghost in the annals. It didn't die. It just became a memory of a time when the fastest, fiercest weapon on earth had a soul. We look back at the horse and chariot and we see speed, but we miss the lesson of Nakht and Amun's fire. What is the ultimate expression of loyalty? When a creature of flight, trained to run from danger, instead chooses, in its final moment of pain, to charge back toward the terror, to save its human partner. That level of commitment, that sacrifice made without question, transcends empires, weapons, and time. It asks a powerful question of us. What does loyalty truly mean, when even the beasts of Kadesh understood it better than the kings who commanded them? The thunder has passed, but the echo remains. The true legacy of Egypt's greatest weapon was the heart that pulled it. If this forgotten hero moved you, leave a like and subscribe. We have many more secrets of the pharaohs to uncover, and as always, may history never be forgotten.